Hello guys, Josephine here, aka Toffee Fever, and I'm here with Skippy. And before I start, I just have to excuse myself since I'm deadly tired, and I have been for a couple of days. And also, like when I comment on your videos, like I'm not good at spelling it in English, and not in Swedish either. But so usually when I comment on videos, I'm like, yeah, whatever, people will understand kind of what I'm trying to say here. But for now, when I've been so tired, I'm like, this doesn't even make sense because my brain is like. And also, if I haven't commented on your videos, that's also the reason. I thought about doing this video in Swedish because then I didn't have to think so much about how to say things. But I thought I'm too tired to put subtitles, and that will be even harder, so I do this in English. But I just have some questions, some rambling to do, and I've been writing it up here so that I don't forget it. And what I first want to ask you is, like, I've been seeing these pictures of this Nabarro heads. Nabarro, yeah. And I think they look so good. It's like, yeah. But I only find a blog for those dolls. So I wonder, do you know where, is there a chance to buy a head? Or, yeah, what do you know about Nabarro? Yeah, so I've been looking at those heads, and I've been looking so much at dolls, and like I said in the previous video, I actually, even though you can't see that on my dolls, I like the more mature faces, and Skip is standing here like, what? Yeah, but yeah, I love her too. But yeah, I would really like to find a doll like that, and I'm so bad at finding stuff on the internet, so yeah, I don't know. And also, like, when Pettook did this video, like this prompt about stories, when I saw that, I was like, I have to do a response now. But yeah, like I said, I've been so tired this week, so I ended up just commenting on her video instead. But it's been really interesting to hear what you guys have like answered to this prompt and everything, and I think that's really interesting because like there are so many sides to this hobby, and I think what kind of drew me in from the beginning, it was the art in this hobby. Like, the dolls are not just dolls, they're pretty much a piece of art. Like, you make them yourself, and you can make them unique and so on. But I always loved to write stories, and that's what I'm doing on my free time, and I would love to be an author, if that's how you pronounce it, or a scene writer. I mean, I want my life or my work to involve stories. And so even though from the beginning I didn't think to involve the stories with my doll hobby, it kind of just went like that anyways. Not as deep and as much as when I actually write stories, but it's kind of sneaked itself into it too. But my two first dolls, Jerobian and Irma, the Dream of Doll Luke and Elf Doll Girl Una. I can't even say that, but yeah, they were originally characters from a novel, like you already know. So for them, I tried to find the dolls for the characters, and that was really hard. And after I did that, I kind of said to myself that I won't do a character first and then search for the doll. So for Skippy and Sandy, they were more like, I saw the dolls and I was like, oh, I want them because I feel like I want this kind of dolls, like I see the doll first and I then give it a personality. And whoa, it's actually me answering on this prompt now, I guess. I wasn't supposed to do that, but anyways, when I'm talking about that, it's like but when she talked about this in her video, Pettock, I actually started to really think about it, because I thought I was just doing what I liked in the hobby. And of course that's what I do, but I didn't think about it so much. And for me, it's like when she said this about pressure, like you have to have a story, it's kind of like, I'm like, yeah, that's actually what I feel, but like not from other people that I should have a story for my dolls, but for myself, since that's one of my big like interests. But still, it's like I pushing myself to be like, the doll, to be complete, it has to have a personality, a background story, and it has to be a lot of depth, like it has to be deep, and stuff like that. And I was like, when I thought about it, it's like, of course, they are going to have a story, whatever I do, and they are going to have a personality, whatever I do. But I've been thinking, like, I don't need to put that much depth in it. Like, I do my writing and my stories, and there I do really want to have, the deep stuff, like you really getting to know the characters and why they're behaving in a special way because of their background stories and what's happened to them in their life and so on. But for the dolls, it's more like, from the beginning it was just art for me, and I like that. I really like that, like, making them into a piece of art and not be too stuck with the story. And like a lot of people have been saying, like, for them to connect to the doll is if the doll has a story and a personality. And that's for me too. I need them to have a personality, and I need them to have some kind of background. And for a while I've been when I've been looking at these she dolls and so on, I've been like, oh, I really want like a Middle East prince or a cyborg, or something like that. And I'm like, maybe I should like connect those two, like a Middle East cyborg prince. Yeah, but anyways, it's like, but I haven't been thinking, like, giving it a full story, like, why is he ending up at my place and so on. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. Actually, right now, I'm just gonna be like, I want to make this doll because of what I can see him look like the art of this doll. And when I do my stories, oh, I should look that up, but I was thinking, it was someone who commented on a video of mine saying, like, but it's your dolls and you do whatever you want. And that's so true. Like, I was so confused, like, should I have them as dolls in my story living in my house, or should I have them as humans in my story? And I'm like, I can do whatever I want, actually. It's like I kind of I don't know the English word all of a sudden. I didn't think about that before, kind of. And I'm like, yeah, I want them to be dolls in my stories, but they're still going to have this special, like, background stories. And I give them as much or as little depth as I want. Like, if I only want them to know that he's a Middle East prince, then that's it. And I will make him look like that and enjoy him for what he is. I don't even have him now, but you see the thing I'm trying to say here, I guess. And like I said before, I always like this, having a pattern in my doll collection, even though I don't have so many dolls, but I was like, yeah, I will only have SD dolls or only MSD dolls, or only girls and only boys. But that only also kind of just, I got free from that kind of, I think. Like, no, I want the dolls that I want, and even if they don't fit together, it doesn't matter. and whatever. Just like I will make them like individual art pieces, but I still want them to connect to each other, and they can do that if I want to. It's like en uppenbarelse. Yeah, I have to subtitle that. Like, yeah, whatever. Let's see what I was writing here. So yeah, but like what I like in the hobby, it's like I've been saying in this video all the time, like the art thing. You can be creative and you can make them and everything, like, yeah. And also in the beginning I use them when I draw, like instead of having these dolls that you buy when you draw to have poses and stuff, I usually don't write by those either, but if I want to I can draw my dolls. And I mean, Skippy is really good at posing, so she can do something and I can draw her and so on. Yeah, but whatever. And also I love taking photographs, even though I'm not super good at it, and they are always there to be my models, so I really like that. And also for, of course, the story writing and the personalities, and I think the personality come first. But first of all, in the doll hobby, the doll come first. I see the face that I like, and all of a sudden that face has a personality. I'm like, no, what are you doing? And this face is like, this is my personality and this is my background. Can you like develop me? Is that a word? Can you help me? And I'm like, oh yeah, I have to have him or her. And yeah, it's hard. I've been looking at too many dolls. I have to just take a step back, I guess. But so it's kind of fun. Of course, it's always good to be inspired by other people and hear what other people have to say. So for me, it's like when I've been hearing what you've been saying about this and everything, and I got free from this thinking, and no one else put that thinking on me, but I always had that, like, this is how it has to be. But for now, it's like, no, I want to focus on the individual art pieces of these dolls, and that's it. Like, I want to really make them beautiful and unique. That's what I love about this hobby the most, I think. The creation part of it. And then what I like the second, if you say so, in this hobby, it's like the personality that I want to like be able, like when you look at the doll, I want the personality and the background kind of reflects on them in some way, I guess. So I've been talking for long now. I guess I shouldn't say anything more. Let's see on my list. No, I haven't really read anything more, but like getting free of this specific pattern, like just be able to do whatever I want. And that's what I mean, of course, that's what I want for everybody in this hobby, to really feel free to do whatever they want. Don't feel any pressure from what you've seen. And like Pettock said, of course, like if someone likes your picture, it's like, oh, your doll is so something something. Of course you feel good about that. It's like, it's not like, yeah, I don't know. Of course, good critics is always something nice, I guess. But still, like, don't be in the hobby for other people. Be it for yourself. And yeah, it's nice. But I really enjoy to share the hobby and to be able to see what you other people are doing in this hobby, because it's so inspirational. And yeah, to see your art pieces. And yeah, and talking about art pieces, I just have to say, I saw this girl. I mean, I'm always late on stuff, so probably you already know or already seen all of this. But this girl, oh no, what's the name? I'm so bad at names too. Serene7? Wait, I have to look this up. Serene7. Oh, I don't have internet. Okay, I have to see. Maybe I can just write it in the description box, her name. But she makes the most wonderful clothes. I'm like, wow, that's art, really. I wish I could make clothes, and I wish I could speak English. Yeah, but anyways, and if you know anything about where to buy this Nabarro heads, please tell me and continue enjoying the hobby. See you guys.